I love the silliness. I love the glimpse into another time, which is a time that predates our time, but some of it still stands. There's some like silly male female protocol that still happens today where you go, I can't believe this is still here. I mean, this is ridiculous. And some of the personalities are so universal. And, there's always someone who has a silly, ridiculous mom who talks too much and is inappropriate and embarrasses their kids. There's always someone who's so stuffy who you misjudge and you think is an asshole. When you really get to know them, they're really nice and really good person. Like all those themes are so universal and can be applied today. I think that's why her books have stayed relevant, because those relationships are universal. The two sisters who get along, who have three other sisters they don't relate to. I'm sure that's something that people can relate to in real life. And, the first time I read this book, I might have been a bit more naive, because the first time I read this book, I was like, how are they going to get back together? Oh my God, she ended up with him? How did that happen? How are they going to fix it? Like I kept not being able to figure out how they were going to get it done. And part of it was because I didn't understand the times, like the era and the propriety that had to happen for things to be broken and for things to be fixed. So, the second time and third time and fourth time I read the book, I was like, yeah, this seems a bit ridiculous. But the very first time I read it, it didn't. I kept reading the book. It was like a page turner where I kept going, how in the world are they getting out of this one? Like, I know these two people are supposed to end up together, but they're so far apart. How do they fix it? And she just did. And it worked, right? And I believed it all, which I thought was really cool. Did any of you have that this time around, or the first time around? Or is it just me?
I have to say, when I read it this time, I was thinking of you, Leanne, because I knew that this was your favorite book or one of your favorite books of all time. And I found it really charming, like sort of like if when you read one of your kids, like if your daughter says, oh, I love this book, and you read it and you're getting a window into their mind. Mm-hmm. I felt like I was reading it as a window into your mind. And I was like, wow, it's just so fascinating to me because you're such a hands-on, defiantly not a girly girl. Like you're like, contractor, build things, like, get shit done. And it's kind of a girly girl book in a lot of ways. Like, it's romance. And so I just found that really charming, that I was like, oh, shows such a sweet side of Leanne.
Oh, so that's very nice.
Yeah, that's all I was thinking about reading it.
Well, I am a romantic, I think. I am. I'm a pragmatic romantic, maybe. But I am kind of a romantic. And, you get in the rat race of life and you kind of forget to be that way sometimes. You just kind of goes to the wayside. I mean, I've never been like Romeo romance, but I think what connects me to this book personally is that I relate to Lizzie. I was never one to suffer fools lightly, and I was always one to make a quick judgment based on someone's behavior as to whether or not I would be in love with that person. I was always in a relationship and out of it very quickly because I was like, nope, that's not going to work. Nope, that's not going to work. And I think she's very much that way. No way, Mr. Collins. No way. And I was very much...
hard pass on Mr. Collins.
Hard pass. I was no part of me that was like Charlotte, what's her name down the street. No way. Yeah. I was definitely Lizzie. So I think I really connected to that character. And I wonder too, sometimes I read this book before I met Bert. But I wonder too sometimes, not that Bert is Mr. Darcy, because clearly there's a lot about Bert that's not very Mr. Darcy.
Reserved with his emotions and with his demeanor.
No. Aloof. Let's see, polished. No.
Wondering what he's thinking.
No.
No, I pretty much...
No, not so much. But there is a part of Bert that's very kind of like, he has a lot of integrity in a lot of ways. which is part of the reason we're together, is that we both really value kind of the same kind of ethics and morals and integrity. So even though he's not Mr. Darcy, I think there's part of Mr. Darcy that is Bert, or Bert is a little bit Mr. Darcy, just a little bit. But yeah, I read this book before I met Bert, and I don't think I was looking for a Mr. Darcy exactly per se, but I definitely was looking for someone whose morals and ethics I could respect. And I think by the end of the book, you really do find out that he is a very good person with excellent morals, and that's really sweet. You said that was a window into me. Don't tell anybody. It's a secret. I'm a softie.